Hello, happy Tuesday. I figured this would be a fun week to take you guys along on a vlog. Hopefully it's not too loud in here. I tried adding a microphone to see if that might help because there's a lot of sound outside. The washer dryer is running. It's a little bit loud, but hopefully the audio comes out okay. Anyways, I figured I would take you guys along. I went to a really fun gifting suite today with Pilates, and then tonight I'm gonna pop by the Cozy store opening in Venice, which is really exciting. And then tomorrow I'm getting my hair done. I have a really fun event with Course. And then Thursday I have some fun Pilates stuff going on. So I figured it would be a good few days to just bring you along with me and we can hang out. But right now I'm back home. I'm gonna show you everything that I got today, which is so exciting. And right now I'm just kind of making a snack. I am so hungry. I feel like one of the only downsides of like bit-bopping around the city is that there's no time to eat. Like, just because everything in LA is so spread out, like nothing is that close. It's at least, I feel like 30 minutes to get to a different part of the city. So anytime I have to go somewhere else, I always feel like I end up starving because there's just no in-between time. Anyways, I'm gonna make a snack and then we're gonna head over to the store opening, I think, and then we'll go from there. Okay, and now we're gonna rapid fire through a bunch of different beauty products. Tangle Teezer hairbrush. I'm obsessed with these brushes. They're really good. And I feel like what I like the most about them is that they work really well on wet hair. And I feel like a lot of brushes, I just feel like rip my hair out when it's wet. For hair care, we have Sexy Hair's Texture Hairspray. The Day Styling Cream. I'm really excited to try this. I feel like everybody always raves about this and I've not yet tried it. So, Powder Play from Sexy Hair. The Day Body Spray, and then this DP Hue gloss. Apparently a lot of the girls have been raving about this. It's like a clear gloss that's just supposed to make your hair extra shiny. So I'm excited to try this. I'm getting my hair done, like I said, tomorrow. So I don't want to try it out right away. Plus, they actually touched up my hair at the event, and I just feel like it looks so good. One of the tips that the stylist from Sexy Hair gave me was to alternate the way that you curl your hair, which I guess just gives it more of like a laid back look versus if you curl it all the same way. She said that she feels like that looks a little bit more sleek and polished. So switch it up for every day. For makeup, we have Urban Decay and Lawless. And I guess, depending on how you want to count this, Summer Fridays, the lip butter balm, I got in the shade Vanilla Beige, so it's technically tinted, so it's kind of makeup, but kind of skincare. And then this I'm actually really excited about, a dark blonde tubing mascara from Urban Decay. I've honestly not tried their mascara, I think, at all, so it should be interesting, and I feel like I've been leaning towards lighter tones because I feel like black is just really harsh on me unless it's like a night out kind of look. So they recommended the dark blonde taupe to me, and then they also gave us the black and brown. Oh, I guess not. I thought they were giving us black and brown, but it's actually just the color shades. So I have Urban Decay Dirty Martini and Urban Decay Wine Spill. So it's like an emerald dark green, like almost an olive green, and a burgundy almost brown eyeliner. They recommended both of these to me for my eye color and hair color. I feel like I was very much like, what do you think will look best on me? Because honestly, I don't venture out that much except when I'm at events and they're like, oh no, you should try this. So we also got the shade Fuzzed in Lip Toy. I feel like they're getting really adventurous with these names. And then I actually got the new Lawless shades. They've sent me their foundation before, but I feel like I just really did not have a light enough shade, and they just recently expanded their shade range. So 2.5 fair, I feel like, is my like perfect shade match. And then I also have 3 fair, which I think is just a little bit warmer. And then 2.5 is a neutral undertone. So those are my 2 shades for them. And then for skincare, I have 2 of my favorites. If you just watched my Sephora favorites video, you know that the Ado Barrier 365 cream was in there. This is the cream mist, which I also like. I just feel like I use this more in winter. But if you're traveling for summer, or like you're going to festivals like Coachella and it's out in the desert where it's super dry, I feel like a face mist like this when you're out in the sun will actually be really nice. Then we have the Kale Cleanser and Sunscreen from Youth to the People, and Ilione body lotion. That is everything. That is actually insane. I am extremely grateful. It is not lost on me how wild it is to like go to these things, because this is just like not normal. But I feel like living in LA, it feels more normal, which is like kind of bizarre because this is crazy. Anyways, we're gonna get cleaned up, do a quick outfit change, and then we're gonna head over to the Cozy store opening. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I secretly wish I had time to go to the farmer's market this morning because that is one of my favorite Wednesday activities, but we're headed to get my hair touched up. Like, if you can see these roots, we are well past due for that. I've actually ended up having to reschedule this. Like, this is the second time. First, we ended up having just like a scheduling error with the scheduling system. And then last week I ended up being sick. So I'm like 3 weeks later than I intended to be, but I am very excited to get the blonde touched up. I also feel so silly because I'm putting makeup on, knowing that I'm also getting a facial today because I want to be able to film content while I get my hair done, because I feel like I always end up filming with Claire because we just have so much fun together. Also, sorry if I'm still like a little bit stuffy. I feel like I just, for whatever reason, that is really lingering. I think it's because it's like I had the cold and was sick for an entire week, which was miserable. But then I feel like everything is blooming in LA, so now I just have allergies to like top it off because, you know, why not? So that's been very fun. But anyways, I want to do my makeup so that we can get some cute content while I'm there. And then afterwards, I have a fun facial with one of my favorite skincare brands, Kors. I feel like I picked the wrong bronzer for today. Like, it's feeling like a lot. Maybe because I just paired it with the Hourglass Skin Tint. We'll just blend it out a bit more. My obsession, the Lumi Bronze as blush. I just feel like it's so pretty. I'm also so annoyed because I've had 2 broken nails, but just like no time to soak them off. I honestly think I'm gonna go back to press-ons though, because I only had this manicure on for a week, and like it was a nice salon. I think the price of the manicure was like $80 and it chipped in a week. Like that's awful. I feel like at that point you might as well just be wearing press-ons. I don't know if it's my nails, if the salon was just like not the best. I've definitely never had a manicure chip like that quickly unless it was just regular nail polish, but this is fully gel, and they said that they made their own gel at this salon, so they didn't have like OPI or I don't know who else makes gel. I feel like all I think of when I think of a nail salon is OPI. Yeah, I don't know if it's because they had their own gel that they launched and it's just like not as good. That manicure did not last at all, and I just found that to be so disappointing because like to go sit and have your nails done for over an hour and then have your manicure not even last a week is just so bizarre, especially because I feel like now manicures last so much longer than they used to. Like, I know everyone talks about how when they were younger the nail salon was less expensive, and it was, but I also feel like my nails did not last me more than 2 weeks, like ever. And now most of the time when I get a manicure, I feel like I'm anticipating that to last me like 3-4 weeks even. So when it doesn't, I feel like it was a bad manicure, but a week is terrible. Like, that is just so sad. Anyways, we need to like speed through doing the makeup because per usual, if I don't, I'm gonna be late. Whenever I go to the hair salon, I feel like I always bring my makeup because the top chunk and like edges of my face, I feel like the makeup always ends up coming off. So I like to keep it with me. Hair appointment is all done. My hair looks so freaking good. I'm so excited. I wish that I had something to do tonight, but like naturally I don't. Hair's done. We're charging the car. I have a little coffee from Canyon Coffee. This is actually the same coffee shop that I have like my beans from for in my Breville. I just think that they make the best coffee. I'm at the like weird, I don't know what to call this. They call it the Tesla Diner. It's like they always have movies and it gives you like a food menu. It's very interesting and just weird. I feel like, I don't know, it's just weird. That's really all I have for it. Anyways, I'm gonna let the car charge for a little bit and then we will head over to West Hollywood for a facial. Bad vlogger today because I got home and all I wanted to do was just like hermit. So I'm in my self tanner. I had dinner a little while ago. I've been watching The Desperate Housewives because Adam went out and I don't know why, I've just never seen that show and someone recommended it to me recently. There's a giant bug in my house that Adam is gonna have to fix in a minute. I don't know why, somebody recommended it to me recently and it's just been a really good background show. So that's what I've gotten up to tonight. I'm probably gonna make a little treat and then go to bed because it's getting kind of late. It's like 8:30, which to me is getting late. I am peak grandma. I'm usually in bed by like 10 p.m. at the latest. Look how cute my child is being. Hi, Smokey. Tell everyone hi. She's just like, why are you in my face? Good morning, Smokey. You gonna cuddle? Like, I do need to get up, but how are you supposed to get up when she's like melted into me like this? is our breakfast. Hello, we are done with our first Pilates session. Honestly, I was really nervous, but it was extremely helpful. Like, we went through a lot of the beginner exercises, and now I'm gonna go work at a coffee shop for a little bit. I think probably grab a smoothie for lunch, and then I'll head to supervised hours at a different location. Oh, and I guess happy Wednesday. I know. Oh my god, it's Thursday, you guys. Happy Thursday. I just got a weird look because I'm, yapping to myself in the car. It really looks like I'm talking to nothing because I have the pocket camera, so it looks extra funky. But anyways, happy Thursday. I already went to European Wax this morning. Did I take any clips? No, I've been a bad vlogger today because I didn't take any clips during my private session either, which, to be fair, I don't know that we can actually do, but maybe I'll get some like B-roll in the studio at some point instead. But for now, it is what it is. I do want to get some study time in though before I have my supervised hours, which is basically like getting to practice teaching with someone who's already an instructor. So it's just really helpful for being able to like learn the cues. So I want to go through and work on just memorizing the order and like any kind of notes I have on cueing before going into that session today. I will say I'm seeing a lot of LA that I just haven't seen really because I don't leave my bubble, but it has actually been kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Hello. We are back at home. It's almost 6. I'm gonna make dinner. I feel like my body is so tired. I did a private Pilates session this morning and that was honestly really helpful. I feel like just for like better engaging in the exercises and knowing like the certain things that I am prone to doing. And then I had supervised sessions, which is where we get to like practice teach, although I feel like I did a little bit more absorbing today than practice teaching, and I got to run through the exercises again, which is great. And yeah, now I'm gonna have dinner. I feel like a very bad vlogger. I really didn't take very many videos today, so that's my bad. Such is life. I will definitely be better over the weekend. Next week, maybe the week after, I don't know. At some point soon, I will have another like Pilates teacher training dedicated vlog. I'm forcing Smokey to say hi to the vlog. Say hi, honey. She honestly does not like being picked up. I'm surprised she's not rioting yet. Oh, there it is. I need to make dinner and then I will report back. For dinner, I'm just gonna make pasta. Nothing too exciting because I just don't want to spend a ton of time. I'm letting this heat up, but I'm gonna do ground beef, Rouse marinara sauce, so freaking good. And then Banza chickpea pasta for extra protein, fiber, and because it's gluten-free. Done, and I figured I would just take you through my evening skincare. It's very simple, and then I'm gonna go to bed because tomorrow we start our next set of exercises. this week. I am honestly very excited to head into our second seminar weekend. A little bit nervous because I do wish I had more training. I feel like it's been a fun few days with how jumbled my words are. It's clearly time for me to go to bed. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.